No Kyrie or Kanye comments.
Nope. Then we're going to go to Pongo Podcast and we're going to check the live. And it is live. So I'm going to take that, send it to myself. And I'm going to send that bitch to the group. And then we're good to go.
Trev, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Good.
How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. I appreciate the trades we've had back and forth. The trade attempts, anyway, we've had back and forth this week.
Yeah, I sent both you and David one today. I actually sent David one, and then I pulled it back. I thought I was offering a little too much, so I sent.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I almost messaged back. I was like, I like the first one better.
I might still do. You could probably convince me on the first one to do it.
I'm not wholly opposed to trading Kelsey. I was just that trade doesn't help me win this week at all. Next week, if you want to do it, sure. But this week, I was like, eh.
You don't like the first one?
The first one, I'm saying it doesn't help me win this week. It is like I don't get any better. I just get worse. So that's.
I've had those trades. Most of my trades are usually that way. As I don't get any better, I just get worse.
It would make me better, or I don't even know if it would make me better the rest of the season. It was inherently worse for my week this week where I'm playing Sean, who also kind of sucks, so I kind of need to win. So that's where I stood on that. All right, welcome to Pongo's Leave Dude podcast. This is week 8. Hope everybody is having a wonderful week so far. Alec is already in the chat, so that's good. This is going to be a segment-filled and exciting episode, so we're going to try and blaze through plenty of topics here. I don't know if we'll get to the week predictions, but Trevor wanted to do a fun little like mid-season review of how the drafts went, which I thought was a cool idea. Unfortunately, Trevor seemed to have gotten swallowed with work, so I had to put together a fucking rickshaw thing that it's just going to be how it is. Sean, shut the fuck up. It's not hella boring. We're 40 seconds in. We can talk about last week, the highest scoring week of the year so far. Except Mitch and kind of me. We had the highest score so far on the season with Aaron O. That was huge. Mike was briefly projected over 200.
That's fun.
I was over at Sean's watching the games, and we were. It was the Mike. Is Mike gonna cross 200 check? That was pretty scary. Beck, you were on the losing end of that. Hope that sucked.
I mean, it's been sucked the last 3 weeks.
Did you just kind of like open the app one time, Trevor, and just move on since you knew you were gonna
win? Kind of. I paid like half attention to it. There was no real worry.
Not a lot of thrills in that one.
I was doing so. Yeah, there's always like the little bit of worriness, but I told Megan maybe like Thursday night. She's like, "Are you worried about fantasy, or do you want to watch the game for it?" And I was like, "No, I'm projected to beat Mitch by 30. Yeah, we'll see if that actually happens." And then It was worse. It was like 60.
I was supposed to get my COVID booster today. Turns out it was actually tomorrow, and I told Katie that, and Katie woke up this morning and she goes, "Good luck with your shots today." And I immediately was like, "My fantasy team did okay. I don't think I have to take any shots." And she's like, "No, like your vaccination." I was like, "Oh yeah, those things." So that's how deeply ingrained the pain is of this league. I wake up first thing in the morning and think about taking shots for it. The standings, not a lot of like thrilling changes. Buck, Buck and Sean are kind of in free fall right now. Bocek's on the way up, and Trevor and Alec really are putting in some good work here.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, I texted Halavan and Alec. We have this like
commissioner squad.
We always talk. And I sent him a screenshot of the top 3. I said, "This feels good, doesn't it?" And a little piece of my heart ripped out for having to send that to Eric. But
that is funny.
Sitting down there in last, so we have quite the battle for last place. I'm loving it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm tired of this being the second year in a row that I'm just fighting for my goddamn life down here. But
give me 2 weeks, I'll be down there. Give me 2 weeks, I'll be down there.
What a turnaround for Bocek. Absolute turnaround for Bocek.
Well, Bocek was scoring points. It was just he kept getting fucked by his opponent. It's sort of the same way for me. Him, him, and you, Buck. We're getting just demolished by good weeks by other people.
Yeah, highest or second highest points against outside of Bocek.
Yeah.
Also,
Bocek's
Alec texted me a little bit earlier this morning about laughing that your 10th priority on the waiver when you're in second to last place. I had to explain to him that you beat me in a waiver bid today for a defense. I can't remember who. Solely based
Baltimore.
on priority.
Yep.
So it does matter. Priority does matter on the
Yes,
waiver
sir.
wire.
I've won 2 this season off waiver priority.
Have you?
So let's go. Yeah. I am clearly valuing players exactly as they are, except Garrett Wilson, who I spent like $30 on, and I've only played 1 week.
Setting
No,
the
he played
market
well. He
on-
played well last week, so I have hope that because Brees Hall is broken, that there's some chance that it works. Sean says if I'm in free fall, then David is a 9/11 plane. I don't know what that necessarily means. If that means, Sean, you think you can sully it and save it, that's good. But I'm heading straight for the towers. I guess that's fine.
God.
But we keep it fun here in this group. Shots of the week, it's Mitch all over the place, which this is becoming a recurring segment. I just get to talk about how much Mitch is struggling. Mitch got beat by 62 points, which is just slightly less than the 64 I beat the shit out of Aaron O last weekend, which that still remains the biggest anomaly of the season. That's like the Jacksonville. Well, didn't Jacksonville beat Buffalo last year, kind of for no reason? I assume my win over Aaron O is similar to that. Trevor, you really only needed 4 players. If you played your 4 best, you win that game.
Damn.
Which is pretty sad. Mitch, though he is struggling, this is only his second time under 100. I thought it was going to be like his 4th or 5th, but his problem is he's only scored over 120 points once. Like, he sits right around the 100 to 115 range, and that's not a lot.
Been there before.
Then he's still the lowest scorer in the league, and he's up to 6 shots. So, Beck, I think I need to add a couple for you.
Why?
Because you took the one with Eric.
I took a Hollabin
The
rivalry
fun
shot,
game day
and
one.
And then the only other one was I was lowest. I don't think I was lowest twice. I was lowest once. So I'm at 2.
Okay, so you're at 2. Then I had it right. Mm-hmm. Apparently, Alec and Sean had some kind of bet, but I haven't heard what the payout is for that. So
it's true.
I have a quick question on this slide, David.
Yeah.
Is Aaron O's O the number 0 instead of the letter O?
Yeah, I do that every time I type his name.
Do you?
Yeah, I always just instinctually, I'll just go Aaron O, and I hit the 0, but I know it's O. I kind of want to leave it at Aaron 0 though. It makes him. That's Gilbert Arenas. Hopefully he shoots himself at some point. So the waiver was extremely quiet. This is the second time I've gotten to use this Rondale Moore image, which I think his face looks funny. Because this is the second time he's been the highest waiver pickup, even though this week it was only $6. I threw a hot 2 in there just in case. Just like Sean's $2 bills he hands to waitresses. Didn't get it, but I did beat Trevor with $2 for the Ravens defense. Mitch threw $5 on the fire pit because nobody else wanted Justin Fields. Oh. And us 3 and Eric are the only people with less than $30 left. I think Alex still has 78. So he's rolling. He doesn't
spend any right now. He's in second place. So it depends on who's hurt, who's not hurt, and what you need.
I honestly think it's been a softer year for injuries as far as major players go.
Yeah, Aaron O's surviving on 2 normally broken running backs.
Because what was it? Swift is the big one that was hurt for a while. Jonathan Taylor was hurt for a couple days, but that's been the only. And did Dalvin Cook miss a game? I don't even remember. I don't think he did.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as major player injuries go, we've still been, it's in the hot, top of the leaderboard. It hasn't been as bad. But speaking of which, Trevor, this was your sponsored event. We're gonna go through each team's draft and kind of highlight how they've been as a mid-season review, see if they got any value or if they got anything worse. Oh, wait, Sean's suggesting an alternate segment. Trevor, you have to fuck, marry, kill one of me, Eric, and Beck. So if you want to go ahead and let that happen.
Who, you, Aaron, Eric Hollabin?
It's the 3, there's 4 of us with $30 left. You got to pick which of the three that aren't you.
I see. I'd probably marry Eric.
He has the money. That makes sense.
Probably fuck back and kill you, David.
That was exactly what I thought it was going to be. We would have no sexual chemistry. There's nothing going for us.
Bears Packers would be a hate fucking. That's what that would be.
Yeah, you guys would have some kind of like weird anger thing going on.
Yeah, we just get it done.
Yeah, you get the job done. That's what matters. There you go, Sean. I hope that helps you sleep at night.
God.
I love the live recommendation for a segment there.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, the draft review, I did it in draft order. So the first pick of the year was Mike.
Worst number one pick ever.
Jonathan Taylor didn't know David Johnson was the worst number one pick ever, Beck.
Yeah, you're welcome. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that was awesome. Definitely got a lot of value out of his second and third round picks. Since Tyreek Hill is the wide receiver 1 right now.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill makes up for Jonathan Taylor being such a bust right now. Honestly, if you look at his whole draft, it's pretty solid. There's no one that really stands out as super negative. Like Jonathan Taylor could turn on at any moment too.
Well, he yossed him to Eric's team, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, then he flipped it for Cook, who's playing well. So.
Yep.
Right. I was gonna say on the draft one, like having Gibson and Gordon, like they haven't really done anything, but I think he's flipped some of these players for some more productive ones. But like on
Sanders
the
has
draft
been
side,
good too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Value-wise,
Kittle,
Sanders is good.
Right. Thielen is okay. Devontae Smith. I mean, Philly's offense has been nuts, so he's been getting some points there.
Probably the only thing. Oh, go ahead, Jar. Sorry.
One of the things I wanted to do if I had time today was to highlight who's still on the team and who's not.
Well, Mike's only made 6 moves, so most of his team is still there.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Mike stole the draft with his China.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna ignore that one, but thanks for bringing that one up.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so now we've had a 9/11 joke and a China joke, so this is going well, and I'm sure this is gonna make it through YouTube's filter just fine. Definitely, Mike had a lot of consistent picks. The only maybe reach was how bad George Kittle really hasn't been producing necessarily, but his team's still over. The San Francisco defense has been great, so rarely do a lot of defenses stay valuable throughout the season, but he's been pretty good. Trevor, we can talk about you now, you went straight up Cooper Kupp, baby.
I mean,
I feel like that was a big debate for me, but until Derrick Henry turned it on, it seemed like it was the right choice.
I mean, really only like Juju for where you got him was okay. He probably underperformed a little bit, but Jacobs has been a freaking monster at 7, so that was a huge steal for you. Is Jacobs at 7?
Yeah, your highlight for sure is Jacobs.
And then even Pollard at 11. That's the two to me that pop out the most. Is Jacobs at 7, Pollard at 11 have been just monsters.
Pollard's value's only been
Montgomery was
last week,
miss.
Yeah,
Montgomery was a miss at 4, but that swaps with Jacobs at 7. Basically, if you swap those two, it's fine. Pollard, I actually dropped after the first week or two. Pollard's got tossed around quite a bit.
Herbert hasn't been as big of a point getter.
Definitely not a 5th round pick. Yeah.
That would be Herbert one too.
Herbert struggled big time. That's why you got a trade in your inbox earlier.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where I can upgrade at QB. But I mean, Pollard. Yeah, he had 33 last game, but 19, 10, 15, 13.
Yeah, he's been like startable, but not like great.
Yeah, good backup there.
Cole Kmet definitely is your biggest whoosh in the draft. He was trash. I dropped Cole Kmet so early, so it's one of those where I just accepted that I was wrong. Also, Ertz is playing great,
tight end 3 right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know in what world I thought Kmet would go before Ertz.
Yeah, but he's working. So
again, if you swap those two, if I had Ertz at 9 or at round 10, and then Kmet after, I would have been fine.
Yeah, obviously, since you guys are top of the board, then we got Buck. Buck, that Nick Chubb pick is definitely huge for you.
So 1 and 2 and 3, I'm happy with. 4 on. I mean, like as of for everything through the last 2 weeks, it's like that was a fucking reach. But I mean, I feel like this second half will be like more like when Trevor had him, was it 2 years ago? When he was just getting, I think he'll get a lot more featured.
Mm-hmm.
But like you could probably switch 4, and I mean DK's been pretty good. Hilaire pick was probably up until last.
The first weeks was
couple
insane
weeks.
for him. So
So, but yeah,
I mean,
remember I moved.
if you look at, so you're saying 4 being DJ Moore, right, at 38.
Yeah,
The 39th pick was David Montgomery, which was kind of a bust. The 40th
Okay.
pick was Terry McLaurin.
he's been
41
okay.
was George Kittle, who hasn't been great. My 42
but I
was
already had Andrew.
Justin Herbert, and then we go back to you. So it's not like there's
Okay.
anyone that much better sitting in the 5 after.
Yeah,
DJ Moore.
Scary Terry would have been the only one, and I was assuming DJ Moore. Just kidding. I mean, like I said, second half I think he'll pick up a little bit.
Wait, did you take Herbert over Mahomes?
Who?
Trevor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I?
Oh yeah, one pick away.
Yeah.
Well,
That
actually,
stinks.
Here's,
Yeah.
here's the thing: is he had her. I think it was because last year you had Mahomes, and and I had Lamar Jackson, and they were just shit for us. And so
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
drove
I'm
me
not going
nuts.
to make right. So you didn't want to do that again. That was your thought process, and I was like, well, I'll fucking gamble.
I thought Mitch was Mahomes.
Last year, no, Trevor had him.
I think I had
Okay.
him. I just wanted steady, like 25 every game.
Yeah.
That's what Kyler Murray is for me, thank God.
Harris at 7 was it, and Robert Woods. Like I said, I've had
Your
about half and
your
half.
9th through 15 are yikes.
You had
But-
my 10.
I know, thank God. That's what I'm saying. It didn't do anything. It didn't
Although
necessarily do anything.
McPherson
for
is
you.
not bad. McPherson,
No,
I
he's
wouldn't say
fine.
is bad. The Packers.
Muth is also pretty good. You just don't need him because you have Andrews.
Right.
Yeah. But like Claypool, Robert Woods has been embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ever put up
That
10
was-
points.
Maybe once.
Trevor, I'm supposed to ask you about that time you shook some branches on I-65 South.
Yeah, I don't know what Sean's talking about.
All right, then we move on to Bocek, who was the 4th pick and has Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, and Josh Allen. Both his first 2 are finally coming alive, and Josh Allen is the number 1 overall scorer.
All right. Waller, I mean, Vegas
Waller
is
sucks.
shit across the board. Cooks isn't doing anything. I would say Cooper
That's a big pick for him, yeah.
is, he had a good game last night. But yeah, I mean,
The rest of his team is
slow
bad.
start for number 1. Aaron Jones has been hit or miss, but I think second half probably good. Josh Allen will probably maintain. Williams is up in the air. Waller's hot garbage. So I mean,
It makes sense why he started out struggling.
yeah,
2 slow starting running backs, and then Josh Allen attempting to carry his team. Because I mean, other than Amari Cooper is his win in the draft for
Yeah.
sure, as far as like late game picks. But everything else on his team, you can throw to the wolves. They're all bad.
Then he ended up getting Kenneth Walker.
That's huge for him, yeah.
yeah.
So Bocek
also
did
outside of that.
okay at the top of the board, struggled with the late rounds. Then we have Alec, who somehow Eckler fell to 5th. And Brees Hall, if he would have stayed healthy, probably the steal of the draft. Goddard at 10 also. He's been insane. Hines at 9th is embarrassing.
You would think Rodgers at 13, like, wow, that's a steal. Nope, that's about where he'd go. That's probably a reach at this point.
Yeah,
This kid has
Rodgers
a weird obsession with Hines.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be good now that he's in Buffalo, but there's Rondale, our favorite waiver wire guy. He's back in the squad.
Trey Lance at 8.
Oh, Waddle at 56 was also good.
Yeah,
Alec, you're right. That
Waddle.
was a good pick.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance was woof. A lot of people thought he had something, but man, he made it a week. James Cook isn't even. I don't even know if he's gonna make the roster next year with Hines, Singletary there. I guess he'll be the 3rd string, but there's a lot of homerism from Alec here with the Indy defense and Hines and all that. Mooney in the 7th, also hilarious. Alec definitely has made some moves to keep him alive, and the Brees Hall carry fest for a while is really good for him. And Eckler is just crazy right now.
How is Pittman? I don't follow.
He's
people
been
that much.
above average, I would say. I don't think he was worth a 3rd-round pick. He's probably worth like a 5th-round pick. He catches a lot, but the Colts offense is so bad, it's not like he's that super helpful.
Yeah.
Fair.
Then we go to Sean, who Stephon Diggs
Wide
at
receiver
6 was
central.
crazy. That was probably the earliest I saw any like experts putting Stephon Diggs. So.
Well, I mean, him and Allen have been probably the best duo
Oh,
so far this year. So it's, I mean,
he was right. It was just a strange choice at the time.
yeah. Adams has not been. He's missing Rodgers big time.
Yep.
Higgins has been about what he was last year. I wouldn't say he's anything big time better or worse. He was just okay. And then, I mean, Sean just loaded up on all wide receivers.
Sean's big pick was ETN. The rest of his
Yeah.
team is just fucking what he built from what he had. He's running on Eno Benjamin money. We're getting into the bad team, so it's going to start looking bad. Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot to say about Sean's draft. He went wide. He basically did the no running back special and kind of lucked into Travis Etienne getting his main backfield partner traded.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Sean only drafted 3 running backs, which is like maybe the most valuable position in fantasy. So that's pretty crazy.
Him pick it up, is good.
Yeah.
Because now James Conner came back. He still has him. I love a good handcuff. I feel like Sean's team's pretty good looking at it.
Looking at it right now, or looking at this?
It
No,
should be like
I'm looking at it now, and it's still very similar.
Now it's solid. Yeah.
It's still. I mean, it's pretty damn similar.
He's got depth for days.
His issue is Brady hasn't. Like Brady was supposed to be like top 5, and he just has not been. The Brady Godwin stack should have been like money in the bank, but it just hasn't been working out.
Thomas is still hurt. Like he's been the one that just can't stay healthy.
Well, and then you have T. Higgins, who's getting like 12 a game, and that's hard when you're going up against. Like some of us have wide receivers that are getting 25, like easy. Like Cooper Kupp's getting 20, 25. When you have a guy who just maxes out at 12.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see how T does with Jamar Chase being out now.
But I mean, he's got Diggs. He's got his 25 guy, and Diggs.
Yeah, he is. Adams has been the weak one.
Sean's gonna make a little comeback.
I did like Sean's team. I think it's fine. I think he has the ETN as his like RB1 is totally fine, and it's worth him having the insane wide receivers to keep going.
Yeah.
Next is Aaron O, which is our best team because he
The
took a
steal at
fucking
number
chance on everybody.
One and two.
This is the high risk, high reward from CMC, Saquon, AJ Brown on a new team is an insane way to start your draft.
Well, and then AJ Brown and the Jalen Hurts combo is just
Yeah.
crushing.
And then it turns out Jalen Hurts is most improved player of the year. And
Robinson's the only miss through his first 6 picks.
But then Amon-Ra St. Brown's was playing lights out compared to him.
Right.
And Dameon Pierce is a starting running back in the 9th round.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to complain about any of Aaron O's picks here. Hawkinson even had one game where he dropped like 30.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does in Minnesota now, but
Boyd, I mean, the last couple weeks too, even down in 12, like he hasn't been like the first 4 weeks hasn't been great, but since with Chase out, I think Boyd's gonna like pick up in receptions and points these next 3 weeks. I think he's gonna eat.
A-Rob, Edmonds, and Bateman are probably the only struggles of this entire. I mean, Tooney's not good, but he was a fucking 11th round pick, so who cares? Like,
Right.
all of his starters ended up panning out, which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's team is nuts. What else is new? The guy's a genius.
Yep.
Then we get to Eric.
Yikes.
Eric definitely has been bitten the hardest by the injuries. And Kyle Pitts is probably Kyle Pitts, Cam Akers back. Well, honestly, his 2 through 6 is all bad. That all sucks.
Yeah.
And if you just put a fucking
Did you see the Keenan Allen report that he's not going to come back until he's 100%?
yeah,
Fully
that
100%.
the 2 through 6 here is just atrocious. And
Even Burrow, Burrow
let down at the beginning.
Yards, but yeah, it's just
Swift was great week 1, and then he got hurt, and then Keenan got hurt. Pitts sucks.
8, 9,
Akers
10.
is pissed. Brown.
Hopkins a 9.
Marquise
I
Brown
go
was
that.
a great pick, but then he broke, and luckily he got Hopkins back right after. But then Rashad Penny
Right.
broke. Albert O's terrible. Like Pickens is, I like having him on my roster because I think he'll get better as the season goes along. But it's like,
Yeah.
man,
Yikes. Big yikes.
Eric definitely the unlucky guy so far. He is the me of last year, where his team just starts dropping like flies, and my name was ACL tears for a while because I was just losing people. Then it's me.
You have 1 and 3 are good. After that, yikes.
I don't know.
Mixon,
8's pretty good.
Yeah, Ramondre might be the best pick
Ramondre. Yeah.
in the bottom half.
And Olave is playing pretty well.
Olave and Ramondre were huge hits for me. It was the rest.
Correct.
And if I would have held on to Jamal, it would have been worthwhile. But my draft is it's not exciting. It's just like, okay. Like none of my guys are hitters. Like unless Kelsey's not putting up 40. Kelsey on his best day ever is going to score 30 something.
Right.
Mixon's been like a consistent 20. Mike Evans is a consistent 20. Zeke's a consistent 12.
Yeah, Zeke.
AJ Dillon was
Zeke done. Dylan done. Renfro hasn't really done much.
My 5, 6, 7 are terrible. That was the worst part of my draft.
And you're 9 and 10. I mean, Elijah Moore is like. I mean, I don't even know if you have him still or not, but just
nope. He was so good at the end of last year, and then Garrett Wilson totally supplanted him. So I have Garrett Wilson now, but I'm just taking my chances on all the rookies with Olave and Wilson and Pickens. Ramondre was a steal. That was one and Olave was too. I was confident in both of those picks, but my Hunter Renfrow was a huge reach. That's probably my worst pick. Because there's a world where Jamal Williams ends up starting for me every once in a while when Swift goes out. But I think I threw all my money at Wilson to drop Jamal Williams, so. Just not a lot special there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think that the biggest problem with my draft, and I think it's the same with Mitch, is we just don't have anything special. We're both just like, eh.
Mitch after 2, and even Chase had a slow start, but I'm not seeing anything through the first.
Christian
9.
Kirk started out
Maybe
hot,
Christian
but
Kirk,
then he
that's about
fell
it.
off. And Kenneth Walker being on his team instead.
It's bad when you trade your number 1 pick for Darrell Henderson and Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, that's not great.
Not a good sign.
Which
Not
I
a good
think
sign at all.
I think almost everyone underestimated how poorly the Steelers' offense would function. Because I mean, even with the corpse of Big Ben, they were doing okay, but
yeah,
man, they have been a disappointment.
Drake London had a few good weeks.
He's on waivers right now.
Walker, that's having that and then not having that, and what he's doing now kind of stinks a little bit.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Mitch tried to trade me Gabe Davis and Brian Robinson for Ramondre Stevenson and George Pickens, and I was like, I have both of my players are better than both of those. I don't want either of those guys. But that
Poor Mitch, man.
Yeah, Mitch. So we're getting into the next segment, which is looking at the future of the teams. But I think it's pretty obvious when you look through all the drafts. It definitely seems like it panned out for the people at the beginning of the draft, and by the time you got to Eric, me, and Mitch in the back half, it was all the elite scorers kind of were gone, and the back half of the draft just didn't pan. Like sometimes you can get Aaron O was, but he took the insane risks. Like
he put his balls out on the table essentially. Yeah. And it paid off for him, so good for him.
Yeah, Aaron O was the last one who really had to take swings, and me, Eric, and Mitch kind of just got like the safe picks, I guess you would call it, or like the not elite, but like hopefully consistent picks, and none of them, because of that, we're not. Down. Yeah, we're checking down. The people at the front were throwing.
I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Did the check down. I like that back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We were definitely the check down teams in that. That's why we're struggling now. But now we're doing the new segment, which is buy or sell, suggested by Beck, and I have one for each team starting at the top of the standings. So Aaron O, the buy or sell. Do you think both of his running backs will stay healthy, being Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley?
So what are we calling healthy? Not on IR at any point?
Doesn't miss more than 2 games. How about that?
Yeah, I'll say they'll stay healthy.
Yeah, I buy it. Yeah. I mean, if McCaffrey on a new team, I like that, but I still think, he'll probably face some NFC West defenses, but I still think if he stays healthy.
I'm going
Both
to
of
sell.
them.
I think San Francisco is built on an Indian burial ground, and CMC is going to break an ankle. Because every single time San Francisco has a successful running back, they break. Jerick McKinnon, broken. Elijah Mitchell, broken. Jeff Wilson Jr. broke. Tevin Coleman broke. They all die at some point. Raheem Mostert, he died. They all die at some point. So Elijah Mitchell's coming back, and that's the curse that CMC needs to be dead. And Alec finally gets a running back and use that to push the playoffs. That's my pick. Then Trevor, for you, Cooper Kupp finishes as the wide receiver 1. He is currently wide receiver 3.
This is the easiest sell of all time.
You don't think he'll beat Tyreek and Stephon?
Nope.
No.
Stafford's playing terrible. They're throwing too much to Cup, and Tyreek alone is going to crush him. So, and Diggs has other weapons out there. The problem is he's the only weapon, and everyone knows Stafford's throwing to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's a sell. That's Diggs. I think Diggs will end up taking that just with the amount that they throw in the quarterback. Although Tua's playing well, I just, with Waddle getting the targets that he's getting, there's not really a great number 2 option in Buffalo. There's enough that you have to kind of be aware of them, but it's the chemistry that Allen and Diggs have is very Rodgers-Adams. So I would say Diggs and finishes as wide receiver 1.
I think I think it'll be Tyreek or it'll be AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown has a dark horse chance of being wide receiver 1.
That's fair.
I think him and Jalen Hurts have some insane connection, and that team seems like they're clicking all over the place. So yeah, I don't think Cooper Kupp finishes, but he was drafted as the wide receiver 1, so we would hope he comes out that way. But Stafford seems the offensive line I think is regressed enough that it's hurting the Rams a lot more than people are talking about. It's Alec. Does Alec make the playoffs by herself?
I think this is disrespectful to him to even have this in there on a buy or sell when he's 2 games ahead from not making the playoffs.
They're talking about a monumental collapse.
It's less about Alec's team and more about his position currently with the rest of the standings.
So the assumption would be, what are the teams that could pass him? Alec is in 3rd. It would be if Mike, I don't know if I have faith in Mitch. It's basically if Mike or Buck both push him out of the playoffs.
Yikes.
No, it'd have to be bad.
Or Bocek goes on
Mike's in the playoffs.
hero streak.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Beck or Mitch to flip it around, or Sean to pick it up, or anyone who's 2 and 6. It's like the only one who could pass him and kick him out is probably Beck at this point.
Yeah.
Because if Mike passes him, who cares? He's still in the playoffs.
Yeah. A lot of it, if Eckler bombs or for some reason, he's got Robinson on the Jets now, so if that doesn't work out, and like Waddle, if they don't have, there's chances, but I don't know. He's the direction that our teams are going are opposite, so I would buy that. Yeah, he makes the playoffs.
Alec, we're all sitting here telling you how your team's good and going to make the playoffs. What do you mean this show sucks? We're just gassing you up, brother. I also think you'll make the playoffs, so shut the fuck up. I just said CMC's going to break an ankle and you're going to get a starting running back out of Elijah Mitchell. Don't say this show sucks. We think you're good. Yeah, I think it's hard for Alec to miss the playoffs at this point. I think most of the teams in this league are bad, and the top few are the top good ones. Oh, he says it's a disrespectful buy or sell for you. Sorry, man. Wasn't that the one you said, Beck? You sent me that?
No.
I thought you sent Alec makes playoffs.
Damn, toss him back under the bus. All right, next one.
Hold on. I want to finish tossing back under the bus. Yeah, buy or sell. Alec misses the playoffs. That's right.
Just throwing out ideas. I didn't know what his record was at the time. I was driving. I wasn't looking at it.
You shouldn't text while you're driving, Beck. I'm throwing you under the bus again.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. Buy or sell. Mike makes more than 15 waiver wire moves. He's currently at 6. And we're
Sell.
halfway through.
Sometimes I think Mike forgets that Mike exists.
I know.
Just,
That's why I thought
So,
this one was
I'm gonna-
fun.
I'm gonna
I
sell.
couldn't believe it when I saw the number. I was like, 6 total?
Same with Beck though.
Yeah, Beck's not moving, but Beck I know isn't moving because his team was
When
fine.
I do, I throw hella stacks at him though.
Yeah.
I don't have 6 moves, but I have $30 left. So when I make a move, I fucking go for it. Unlike the Packers at the trade deadline.
I don't think he makes 15 moves. I think he just lets it ride.
Ouch. Fuck you, Mitch. Damn.
Nothing wrong with being Skip Bayless. That guy's rich as hell.
Damn, Mitch.
Trevor, what do you think? Buy or sell 15 waiver moves?
Oh, I sold.
No way. Yeah, he's
I'd be shocked if he makes one more.
if he gets to double digits, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
He is making just random unnecessary trades, like the trading Mitch one of his starting wide receivers for a backup tight end. That was crazy. But you're welcome, Mitch, I guess. Buck, do we think Buck finishes above 500? 500 right now. What are your points for it against are almost
Pretty
equal.
even, but a little bit less. But I mean, after this week, my big 3, their bye weeks are all done, so I'll have Mahomes, Jefferson, and Chubb the rest of the way.
I'm gonna say no. Beck will not.
I'm gonna buy into me. I'm gonna say probably by like a game, but it won't be like I'm not gonna go on a massive run. But I think I finished one game over 5.
3 of his next 4 are against the top 3 teams.
Fun.
Ooh, that's tough.
Good.
You get Deshaun Watson at some point for Nick Chubb, which I think might actually hurt his performance.
That's also true.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna not buy or sell. I'm gonna say Buck finishes at 500. Can he even do that? Is it an odd number of games? I don't remember. I think Beck will finish 500. That's my thought.
I'll tie. If it worst case, I'll tie somebody.
Buy or sell. Mitch finishes with the least points in the league.
Yes, buy. All the buy.
Currently, he's in last by a lot.
Yep. No, I buy that.
Well, no, he's only 12 behind Eric.
Yeah, I think Eric's team's better.
I
I'll
do.
buy.
I'm also buying Mitch finishes with the least points in the league.
However, I'm not buying Mitch ending last in the league.
No, I think I will.
I
Yahoo
think-
projections think I will, which hopefully that means I won't. But I'm real nervous that I get to be Trevor's.
I'm nervous. You're gonna be my caddy too. You're really nervous.
It's
about
gonna
that
be.
part.
We're gonna have a great time.
I think my bags might weigh more than you.
Oh, they do. Yeah. We'll go on the scale. See how it goes.
Yeah.
God.
If you put a rangefinder in there, ooh, I'm not gonna be able to carry that. Does Sean finish bottom 4? That was Trevor. That was your suggestion.
Yeah, that was my suggestion. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say sell.
I don't see anyone below him passing him, and I see Mitch sadly going beneath him, which puts Sean into the top 6.
I think he will because I think Bocek goes on a hero run and knocks Sean into the bottom 4. I think the bottom 4 ends up being me, Sean, Mitch, and Eric.
Alban.
Yep. Shows how confident I am in my team. Bocek, does Josh Allen score the most points or finish as the number 1 overall scorer in fantasy, and Bocek finished with the most points against?
Now I'm gonna say sell.
A little bit of
Honestly,
double
there's a lot of
caveat
people-
here.
There's a lot of people. I think it could be that Allen scores the most, but I would say like a lot of people have had points scored. He's not like running away with points against. I would say it's still relatively close. There's a few over
He kind of is. He's up 50 right now.
50.
He's up 50 on you. You're
I know.
the other option.
Right.
So he's just been getting paced lately.
Um,
Alec, we're doing
I'll,
one for every team. Get over it.
I'll sell it. I'll sell it.
I don't think he ends with most points against. I think something happens that makes him not end with most points against. I can see a world where I end up with most points against. Apparently, my strength of schedule is insane the rest of the way. Like I have to play every good team, so that's not good. Then it's me. Do I end up with the most moves made?
Yeah, I feel like you'll like egotistically have to. You'll see someone else ahead of you and just be like, no.
I'll just start dropping.
Moves. Yeah,
I think
you'll just start doing shit to do shit, so you can be the one with the most moves made.
I see. I tried to pick these with the intention of it being like an organic thing, like it's not something you can influence. Like we were gonna do Sean has the most name changes on the season, but Sean can inherently influence that. I'm not trying to inherently make myself have the most moves. I just looked and saw I have the most.
I think you may try though.
I don't think I will. I don't think for the intention of proving this, I don't think I will. But I think I swap a defense and a kicker almost every week, and I don't think anyone else does that.
No. No one's up at 4 a.m. doing that shit either.
4 a.m. crew.
I mean, is it proving valuable?
No. That's why I didn't get up this week at 4 a.m. I woke up at fucking 8:30, and I was like, nothing exciting happened. I'm buying myself making the most moves, though. I think I will. And then Eric, does he end last place? Or is it me? Or is it Mitch? It's funny we're talking about Mitch. Mitch is 500 right now, but we're like, well, maybe he won.
See Auburn's team.
I think it's Eric.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, I think it's Eric with Swift and Taylor not playing well. Robinson's still up there. Keenan Allen just deciding not to play. I think it is Eric's going to finish last.
Love that from you guys. Huge about hearing that. I'm selling that because I think it's going to be myself. But hopefully I can turn shit around. I think my team is just so uninspiring. Just nobody does. Well, I don't know. I think I'm saying that because I didn't have Travis Kelce last week and it feels sad. But it shouldn't be as sad since I did just, like, 2 weeks ago beat Arano by 60. So that should make me feel better. All right, Alec, it's the predictions. So now you don't have to whine about it. We can start with me and Sean since it's 9th versus 7th. Kyler versus Brady, Evans versus... Why is Mike Evans projected 15, but T. Higgins is projected 8 or 17.5?
Because Chase is out, so he'll be the number one.
Yeah, but isn't Carolina's defense good?
I don't know.
Am I smoking weed?
Probably.
ETN versus Las Vegas scares me to death.
Stevenson versus Indy's pretty good, but Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is getting Sauce Gardner, though, who's been insane.
Adams, I don't know.
They'll still get him the ball. I'm going with Sean.
Yeah.
I'm taking me. I think I get one here.
You just took yourself getting last.
Yeah, but I think I beat Sean here.
Getting this win.
I still think I could beat Sean. I'm still gonna. I lose every single other week, but I think I beat this week.
Poo Poo Express takes the win.
I'm just trying to believe in myself.
That's fair.
Let's see here. Bocek versus Eric. 8th versus 10th.
Bocek's on a hot streak. This could be 3 in a row.
Wow.
We have some important matchups, like the bottom half.
Yeah. What the fuck are Bocek's receivers? Mooney, MVS.
What's going on there?
Woof.
Yikes.
Who does he have on the bench?
No, Brandon Cooks. That's it. Paris Campbell.
Yeah, but his running backs, though, I mean...
His running backs are insane.
But it's Jones, Henry, and Walker, who all three of those have been putting up 20+. So, like, that's the...
Taylor missed practice today for Eric.
Taylor missed practice. Swift, you know, it's Green Bay's defense isn't as good of it. That's okay against their run, but I don't think Hopkins is going to be good. Robinson probably not. Burrow's probably going to bounce back. He'll put probably 25 points, but I think Allen. I don't know. I think Bocek's running backs keep the streak alive. I'll take Bocek in this game. Allen and his running backs, I think, will carry him enough.
I'm also going to take Bocek, but it's a close one. This is a barn burner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crap. I'll take Bocek too.
Be different game if Keenan plays. Doesn't sound like he's gonna, but that would
Same with Taylor, right?
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be interesting. Mitch versus
Taylor-
Aaron O
Taylor's
in the
already
most
screwed.
yeah. Aaron O versus Mitch in the most lopsided matchup of the week.
This would be huge for an upset.
Yeah.
He's starting Justin Fields, folks.
I mean,
He's in the game.
Have you just seen a team like Mitch's that doesn't even project above like 110? Or
No,
111?
Mitch is the
Last
only
week-
one who's consistently
last
in the
week he was,
110s.
Like 110
Yeah.
too.
God. I think Hurts, Brown, Thomas. And
Oh Jesus! I thought
Same with
Mitch
Brown.
was rostering Phillip Rivers for a second, but it's Ronnie Rivers.
I think Aaron O's first 5 players will beat Mitch's entire team.
When
That's
did Aaron O get pits?
I don't know.
He was on
Why would you
waivers.
want-
Eric dropped him.
Sure would be a shame if that guy turned it on.
Mitch says
Did
that
he
the
have a-
odds
did
for
he
his
have a-
team are plus 45,000. Or
4500.
4,900.
What did Pitts do last game?
He
Good
went
game.
for 19. 9 targets, 5 catches, 80 yards, and a tutter.
If someone gave Aaron O a tight end who's just about to average 19 the rest of the year,
Woof.
oof, is right.
The A.J. Brown Jalen Hurts stack is gross, especially against Houston. He'll throw 3 tutters to that guy again. This is Aaron O's bad week because he's missing CMC and Barkley, and he's projected
What a
to
week
win
to
by
have it.
22.
What a week to have.
Holy shit! That's
God.
not good.
Some guys have all the luck.
Wow. What? Yeah. What is? Somebody talk to the schedulers about that one. I think all 3 of us are going Aaron O here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to Buck versus Alec. Alec, God damn it, Alec! You do this every
Yeah.
time. Okay, so
That's
Alec
fair,
has
yeah.
no starting lineup because he's cringe, and Buck has a real lineup.
He's got Watson and Hines.
Love it. I dare to keep Watson in, you son of a bitch. You beat me
Attempting to
you beat
piece
me.
together his actual lineup, he's missing CeeDee Lamb on bye, but he does have Eckler at Atlanta
That's nice.
and Waddle at Chicago.
Alec, if you keep Watson in and you beat me, I'll take 2 shots.
This is why Alec wanted us to rush to the fucking predictions, because he did this dumb shit and he was like, "Oh, they're good. I'm gonna get them so bad. I'm gonna just have Hines and Deshaun Watson, dude."
He'll put Eckler, Waddle, Pittman. Deal. Okay. Keep Watson in there.
Beck, I think you have a decent chance because I think DJ Moore kind of has a much higher upside with PJ Walker starting. I don't know about this 19 points from Mark Andrews. That seems
That's not going to
Psycho,
happen the way
yeah.
he's hobbling. So I think you can put some of those points back towards DJ Moore because I think they'll both be around 15,
yeah.
14, 15. Cancel each other out.
Uh-oh, Tim Horry.
Um,
Hopefully
But, I
Foreman
mean,
runs like he did last week. That'd be huge for you.
here's the thing is, so DJ Moore is playing against the Bengals, and their number 1 corner just went out. So that means he's lined up against everyone's favorite, or Sean's favorite cornerback, Eli Burnt Toast Apple. So expect for him to go for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That'd be sick.
So that's going to be great. So stuck on that, Alec. Which also means I have the Cincinnati defense, so I may have to just get rid of them. We'll see. But, I mean, Waddle and Eckler scare me. He's going to keep Watson in. That'll be fun.
Philadelphia defense against Houston is very scary.
Shit. Forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, it'll be close. I don't know. I'd
Buck,
like to
I'll take
me.
you.
I'll take me.
I believe in you.
I'll take from Skip. That's right. Are you kidding me? I'll start doing Skip Bayless impersonation.
Wait,
I'll do that.
Alex
Wait.
has to refresh.
A real
what we
lineup.
got.
Still supposed to lose by 10. Oh, and Hines is back in, folks. He has learned the offense in Buffalo already, and he is here to shine.
Okay. Love that. Well, he'll get some pass catching. That's why I took out, because I had Singletary, but I took him out because I think Hines is going to steal a little bit from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to put CEH in there because he's still a touchdown machine. Like, he's not getting as much, but
I'm gonna
I
go
think
with
he's
Alec. I don't have stats to back it up, but I love when I have the QB throwing to their number one wide receiver.
That's
yeah.
true. I didn't see. Now that Alec has a real lineup, I can actually see that Kirk Cousins is throwing to JJ.
Well, Jefferson hasn't scored a bunch of touchdowns though. That's the thing.
Yeah, and we'll see how much
Even-
they want to
even
use
better.
Hawkinson in the lineup.
Dubs against Detroit.
And then
Packers offense is shit, so I'm not worried about him.
our last matchup is Mike versus Trevor in a definitely
That's a-
playoff seeding implication matchup.
Yeah.
So the big difference here, I was looking at it earlier, is that, and it's kind of funny, when you beat me out on the defense today, I had my choice of did I want Seattle or Kansas City, and Kansas City was so far projected ahead of Seattle this week, but Seattle's defense on the year is like 30 points ahead of Kansas City, so I went with Seattle.
Seattle's defense has been surprisingly good.
Yeah, and
Seattle's team.
then then Mike went ahead and picked up Kansas City's defense. So that decision could absolutely just bite me in the ass.
Yeah, we'll see we'll see how that goes. Is
Tennessee-
it a moral victory?
Tennessee usually plays well against and at Kansas City. They have like the last 3 or 4 times. So we'll see.
I think the two spots to watch are your Jacoby Myers at Indy, because he's been lately very solid.
Yeah, way more than
And-
13, right?
Yeah, and the Juju versus Tennessee against Devin Duvernay as a flex.
And Juju's put up like 24 the last 2 games.
Yeah, Duvernay is not. I don't think is at the same level as Juju as far as a flex.
Atlanta's
position.
secondary has been terrible, so Herbert could put up some serious numbers this week.
And it's off a bye, so they've had time to prepare.
Jacobs at Jacksonville. I mean, if Jacobs continues to tear he's on, he's been averaging like 25 plus.
Are you going to play Cordero if he plays? Over anybody here?
God, probably not.
No.
I probably won't.
Because he was good when he was playing, right?
He was kind of hit or miss.
Oh, yeah. 22-4, 22-9. Was 9 the game he got hurt in, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need Mike to come down off his high horse, so I'm taking Trevor.
I just need to extend a lead against 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Trevor also, just because I think Tampa Bay, I think Cooper Kupp will score a lot. I think Herbert has a get-right game here. And I actually think New Orleans is better than people give them credit for, so I don't think Lamar will go that crazy. Enjoy waiting for Monday night, though. That's going to be fucking stressful for you. Kamara and Lamar on Monday night. And Duvernay. You got a long week ahead of you, bud.
I feel like I look at where is Mike beating me in this, and Tyreek Hill is 1 over Cup, whatever.
Yeah.
Kamara has 4 over Jacobs. We've all seen Jacobs put up 30.
Yeah, I don't know if I-
3 weeks.
That being said, he was fucking ass garbage last week.
Dalvin Cook, 17 versus 14 from Fournette.
And Fournette's been bad last week, too.
And then so I just don't see. And then the 7 on defense. I don't think that'll be a 7-point split. I don't think I'll lose by 7.
Are
No,
you going
I'm
to take a
good.
moral victory if you lose, but Seattle outscores Kansas City's defense? Is that a moral victory you take?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think partially because I've yet to make like a terrible coaching decision on this fantasy football season, and
That's
this could be a major one.
Yeah.
If
And
I
I'm
lose
and I'm
by-
staring
if
down
I
one
lose
right
by
now.
3
Yeah.
and Kansas City outscored 4. I deserve to be in the "you fucked up" section.
Yeah. All right. Well, our Google Meet's about to die, so we got to get out of here. There are your picks. There's your draft recap and your buy sell segment. It was a long one this week, but that was good. I thought I was getting my COVID booster, so I thought I'd be dead tonight, but turns out I'm fine because I'm getting it tomorrow. So good luck this week, everybody. Trevor, thanks for joining me. Beck, thanks for joining me. I don't know if I have any special plans for next week, so we'll just do it next week and we'll just do the thing. All right, everybody? All right. Good luck this week, fellas.
See ya.
See you later.
Adios.